So the past few weeks have been a little bit different when it comes to my photography, and that's because I've been shooting medium formats for the very first time, and also my very first time shooting with a Hasselblad camera. A sentence I thought I would never say in my existence. Before we dive in, let's rewind a couple months back, because that's when I received an email from Hasselblad. I was reading the email and I literally said out loud, holy to be given this opportunity to shoot with this camera, yeah, puts a smile on my face. Safe to say, I've never owned a camera like this before. That's why I think it's very interesting to share my experience and the way it shoots and the photos it creates in this video. This has been on my shelf for the past 3 days. It's been eyeing me off. Weapon of choice, my little pocket knife. Super careful. Come to mama. It's got some weight to it. I genuinely feel like I am holding a piece of history. But of course, we're not gonna get anywhere without a lens, so let's unpack that one as well. Wow, would you look at that? This interesting looking camera is the 907X with the CFV 100C with a 55mm, and 50mm is one of my favorite focal lengths, so I was pretty happy to receive this one. This is a digital camera. I know it has the look of an analog camera, but it's fully digital. So to make sure I could alter my settings a little bit faster than only using the display, I made sure that this button right here adjusts my aperture, and it's also the shutter button. And this ring here on the lens adjusts my ISO. And because it's so square, like you have to really like sort of hold it. But I have to admit, I got used to it pretty quickly. But it's also thanks to the flip out screen, which is honestly perfect for hip firing. You know, when you're angling your camera at hip level and shooting street photos. I gave that a go. It did not really go as planned at the start, but eventually I got the hang of it and I got some pretty cool photos. So usually, like, I've done street photography in the past. I'm getting more and more confident about it, but I have to admit it's sometimes a little bit scary because you might think people will spot you or see you and it will just become a little bit awkward. Usually when you walk around like this, it's pretty obvious, but now at hip level, looking onto the screen, you're actually pretty unnoticeable. And no, the camera does not come with a chiropractor membership, although that would have been nice because this little thing has put me in some very awkward positions. And this camera is a conversation maker. The amount of times people ask me about this camera, wanted to try it, wanted to hold it, wanted to know the name, wanted to search it up. It's like driving a classic car, like it's very appreciated. People are interested in it. Yeah, that was very fun. It definitely gave me some very fun conversations. It was really nice. So we'll be photographing one of my very good friends, Simone. She lives in London and we had a lot of fun playing around in this sort of business district area, and gives you a very good opportunity to see how crazy sharp the photos are and just to see me handle the camera, because that is just an experience at itself. So I want to shoot through this gap. I think that'd be so cool. So I think if you stand on the other side, and I'll shoot through this side. to give my photos a slightly different but cinematic vibe, I decided to go for an X-band crop. It's a very slim crop, which gives a very cinematic feel to your photos. So from shooting streets and portraits in beautiful London, we went on to, I would say, the best car event in the world, and that is Goodwood. I didn't make up the name. Let me just give you a slice of this event. One of the things that makes this event very popular is the hill climb, which is essentially someone's driveway that has turned into a racetrack. And here on this racetrack, the newest car models get released. Top speeds are being reached. This is my second year attending. We went 2 years ago and honestly was the best. It was raining a lot, which actually resulted in some pretty awesome photos. But yeah, we were back for round 2 and I had the Hasselblad with me and I wanted to give it a try using it for panning shots. So it does have a burst mode, but it's not as fast as you think. So I think I picked the most challenging thing you can photograph. This camera has 100 megapixels, which allows me to crop in so freaking far into the images, which was great for these panning shots. Did I hate myself after taking all of these panning shots? Yes, because the file size of these photos is unmatched. But I guess the 1 terabyte SSD storage within the camera makes up for it. If you've been following me for a little while, then you know how much I love color grading, and usually I shoot my photos with the R5 Mark II from Canon, and I have to admit I didn't really notice that much of a difference when it came to grading the photos, but of course the photos are just crazy sharp, and that definitely took me a little bit more time when it came to retouching or getting rid of dust particles on cars, for example. So all of the photos you've seen in today's video have been edited using my Lightroom presets, and sometimes I get the question, do the presets work the same as on Canon files or Sony files or Hasselblad files? And yes, they work exactly the same. But yeah, if you want to give my presets a try, you can find the download link in the description. My pack comes with a bunch of editing tutorials as well, and some of my raw photos for you to play around with. So to sum it all up for you, I grab this camera when I want to slow down and want to be a little bit more intentional with my shots. It's not for fast like burst modes, and I feel like this camera is for slower paced photography. So yeah, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I also hope to see you at my next one. Okay, bye bye. Doei!